What's going on, guys? Ben here, and in today's video I'm bringing you some highlights of some cool demos that I've tried in Steam's NextFest for February 2024. In total we have 9 games here that I've tried out. Some of these are on my wishlist already, and some of these it was for the first time for me hearing about this as well. So I've kind of put these together, tried a few others, some didn't work, some did, so I've kind of put the ones in that impressed me the most so that I could share that with you. If you're unaware of what Steam's NextFest is, it's basically a festival of sorts for upcoming games, mainly from indie developers, and for a whole week there are demos available that you can just download on Steam and check out the games. There are hundreds, maybe thousands, and there's really not enough time to play all of them, but like I said, these 9 stood out for me. That might be up your alley as well. May not be perfect, they may not turn out amazing, but I thought they were interesting, and they'll be in no particular order. See anything here you like, you can download it yourself on Steam and try it out and see how it feels and runs on your system. Remember to wishlist anything as well on Steam that catches your eye, as it's incredibly useful for developers to gauge interest and helps with funding and budget, so it's really useful and helps the devs out a lot. Lastly, before we get started, let me know in the comments below if there's any that you've tried, either on this list or not. Would be great to hear what your experiences are and what games you've checked out, and please consider hitting that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have 9 games to jump through. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight in. Starting off with Lightyear Frontier. This is a peaceful open world farming adventure where you are tasked to help restore the planet with the help of your mech. It can be played with up to 3 friends, and it's not combat focused at all. It's aiming to hit that peaceful, chill vibe where you can just relax and explore and build your farm together. It's coming to early access on the 19th of March 2024, and they've shared their roadmap for the upcoming year already. Looks like a really promising one from those times where you just want to kick back and optimize your farm. We'll be keeping an eye on this one. Maybe they have something to offer where there's like a place you can go for further combat and longevity, like the mines in Stardew Valley, but keep the general game peaceful. I'm just thinking from a replayability or variety point of view, but excited to see where this one goes and to check it out when it releases. Outcast: A New Beginning is a true sequel to the hit 1999 game. Apparently, I have Outcast Second Contact, which is the remake remaster in my library from 2017, but I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. I haven't really played much of this franchise before. Enjoyed what I played of this to a degree, and to elaborate on this, it definitely is one of the bigger games in terms of budget and scale, I would say, on this list, but has that Eurojank feeling to it. AA title energy rather than AAA, it would be fair to say. The exploration of the world and verticality of the jump pack into the sky, dive into the water, explore the ancient temples and all that. It looked good, it felt cool. I have no idea what's going on, and the demo was restricted to 3 sections. Open world story combat, you get to choose those on the menu, and you can play each section twice and for a maximum of 20 minutes each, so it was quite like restrained in that regard. I guess being open world, they settled on that approach for the demo, but yeah, you get to try the different parts out. I felt the story wasn't grabbing me and the voice acting was a little off, but I'm being thrown in the middle of a game for demo purposes, so I think for me this is one I would check out, but maybe see how it reviews first. It's coming soon on the 15th of March 2024, so not long to wait at all to get your hands on this if you've been looking forward to this one.
Can I ask you something?
I'm an open book. Shoot.
I don't need a book, but shooting? Yes.
Now this next one is Welcome to ParadiZe, and I feel this is super inspired by an older top-down zombie game I remember playing on the Xbox 360 called How to Survive. When I looked it up, yep, Eco Software are the same people who made that game. It has a similar dark humor, wacky ideas, directional focused combat. This game is all about capturing zombies and getting them to do stuff for you. Think Pal World, but top down and zombies. It was quite fun from the intro, in the demo, and the voice acting and writing was great quality, good laughs, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Interested to see how it does. It's coming out soon on the 29th of February, 2024.
Oh, hey, you're new here, right? Ha. I'm Bob. I'm the one who got the Zombot technology back up and running.
So this next one, I've actually already pre-ordered it. I saw a few different previews from people a couple of weeks back, but it was good to get some time with it and actually try it out with the demo. Pacific Drive is a supernatural driving sim with survival elements and mysteries to unravel. I didn't put the handbrake on when I got out of the car and it started rolling away. Everything from the lights, window wipers, all that needs to be manually controlled, and you have to take care of your car, keep it patched up, keep it fueled, while trying to figure out what's going on with this area of the Pacific Northwest. Love the art style and the story so far, kind of giving me those Firewatch vibes with the immersion side of things. Let's hope it can deliver when it launches for $24.99 on the 22nd of February 2024. I don't really know why I downloaded this one. It's called Abiotic Factor, and when it first started I was wondering what I was playing. It was quite weird, simple with its visual appearance, and I was curious. The Australian awkward comedy kept me on long enough though to see that it actually is really cool. It can be played solo or up to 6 players, and I would say it's a bit like Project Zomboid meets Half-Life meets Lethal Company, and that is quite a combination, I know. It's got first-person crafting, survival elements. You're basically scientists in a facility that's having problems with its experiments, and you and up to 5 others can sort out the alien containment, survive the threat. It certainly has a tongue-in-cheek approach with the writing, voice acting, and things you can do. I was pleasantly surprised. Check this one out. Can be played solo as well, but probably better with friends. It's coming out on the 2nd of May, 2024.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh? You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning.
Okay, so I previewed this one last year when it was called Mystery Mask: The Immortal Soul. It has been renamed since then, and it's now SoulMask. Short, simple, easy to remember. The last one was a bit of a mouthful. This is an open world survival game. There's been a lot of those in this NextFest, but it's set in the kind of like Aztec tribe times, and you must survive by crafting, hunting, and exploring, as well as building your home. You can hire other tribesmen to do tasks for you, and you can play with others. They have PvE and PvP servers, as well as just single player should you wish. A big tech tree and lots of crafting recipes. It looked really good, and I've enjoyed it so far. I've talked more about it on the previous SoulMask video that I've done, and also the one I did in 2023 with the beta, but yeah, worth checking out for sure if this is your kind of game. No release date at the moment, just a 2024 release window as of now. Tales of Kenzera, Zao. I first heard of this at the Game Awards 2023 show when they revealed it and showed some of the gameplay. This is a Metroidvania side-scroller, and it looks really nice. These aren't usually my style of games, but it looked very nice and played well. You have 2 masks that can change your abilities, and you're working with the god of death to capture these spirits for him so he can return your father who has recently passed. Some really good writing so far, fully voiced, some nice ideas for the genre. Really looking forward to this one, even if I kind of suck at these games. This is coming out on the 23rd of April, 2024.
All I see before me is a boy. A desperate boy with a desperate plea.
Almost didn't include this one. It scrapes into this list because I wanted to highlight how it's on the right track, but it was by far the worst demo that I could actually play. There were a few other ones I'll mention at the end that I wanted to try, but just couldn't get them working. But anyway, Incursion Red River drew my attention because it's basically Escape from Tarkov in modern day Vietnam. However, before all the excitement for some of you gets too high, it's Tarkov in feel, but it is single player or co-op only. PvE focused, no PvP plans or anything at the moment, which I'm fine with, but I came across a few bugs. One affecting the fire of my gun due to keybind switching. AI was not super great at the moment, especially when you've got these kind of games, you know, a couple of shots and you're dead. I could see the promise here at least. There's a lot of stuff we enjoy from Tarkov. It's got the contracts, flea market, traders, extraction shooter mechanics, no HUD, and so on. And I guess I need to consider Escape from Tarkov has been in beta for many years now, so this has potential. Smaller audience, probably because of the lack of PvP though, but that will just mean some people won't be interested, but that's fine. Ideal for those that feel Tarkov is too hard to get into or doesn't enjoy PvP. This one still has a way to go until I'd be really happy with it. Hopefully they can pick up from the feedback on the demo and spend a bit more time on the development, and there could be something really great here. It will launch in early access, but there's no release date. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one that ends up being 2025 or later. Definitely want to keep my eye on this one though, because it's a cool idea and setting, and yeah, some good things here at least. Finally, we have Children of the Sun. It's being published by the all hits no misses Devolver Digital. Think super hot, where it's challenge puzzle based levels and a unique art style. That was the energy I was getting from it. You're a sniper with a single bullet. The bullet though is in your control, and once you fire it, and each level you need to kill everyone with that one bullet. As you hit your first target, you can then aim as the bullet and put that into your next target, and you keep doing that until everyone is dead. Cool concept, cool art style. Multiple ways to play it. Music and vibes were really good, and yeah, it's weird, no doubt about it. The intro, the story, I have no idea what's going on, but it's unique, it stands out, that's for sure. Eagerly waiting to give this a go when it releases. No release date just yet though. Some special mentions, I guess. I was really excited to try Dungeonborn and Dungeon Stalkers, both of them doing their own take on the dark and darker style of game, which itself is kind of a take on Tarkov meets Morrowind, or like a multiplayer PvP barony kind of thing. I couldn't get either of those to let me play a game though. Could load them up, but they had various issues. I was just unlucky there. I saw some other people being able to play, other people not able to play. They both looked really cool. Dungeon Stalkers I was hearing lots of good stuff about on that side of things, and Dungeonborn taking the more kind of realism approach to it. Yeah, I guess I was just unlucky there. Indica was a bizarre third-person story game. Had some weird UI and music choices for sure. Interesting, worth seeing for yourself, and you'll see what I mean. Not something I'd necessarily recommend at this stage. I need to play it a bit more, but yeah, it seemed a little bit rough around the edges, but had good promise. Was given that kind of like Plague Tale kind of feeling, you know, single player kind of third person narrative adventure. Didn't get a chance to try out Star Tracker, which is like Euro Truck Simulator but in space. I heard good things about that. And also Stormgate, which is in the RTS in the spirit of StarCraft. I think some of the previous team from StarCraft are actually working on that as well. Been hearing a bit of buzz about that. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously this is just a snippet of some of the games and demos available. I tried to give a bit of a broad range of different games. Like I said, there were a lot, so many kind of survival open world games, like so many, whether they're top down, third person, like first person, whatever. I just tried to limit it a little bit because I was like, wow, there's too many, and they're normally quite chunky games themselves, right? So I was like, well, we'll just try a couple of those out. But please let me know in the comments which games you've checked out and recommend. It's really cool that Steam do this. Remember to wishlist the games. That helps the devs out immensely. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to hit that like button, drop a comment below, and while you're there, if you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well. Thank you again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.